Hi guys, welcome back to Daniel's project. So we're already 1 month into the new year of 2022. That's why I thought I'm going to create a video in which I'm going to talk about some offers and some services of mine in 2022 that might be interesting for you guys. So the first one are the summer camps. The summer camps are truly amazing. I just love them. Last year we had our first summer camp with I think 8 people. These are type of different vacations, I would say. So there are no smartphones, no TVs, no laptops, no tablets. I'm going to collect all of them from the participants before the event, and of course you will get them back after the event. And there's also no access to time, so you don't have any watches or clocks around you, so you don't know what time it is. And we are going to have a small learning project. So last year everybody learned to juggle with 3 balls in those 5 days. We are going to have some different cooking sessions in the evening. We're going to meditate in the morning or in the afternoon. We're going to do some ice bathing, and we walk around through nature playing different games. We had a big competition last year, which was amazing. And also we had discussion boards. So in the evening there's a question or something else to discuss about. And yeah, that's just wonderful. It's like living in a small bubble outside the fast-paced world we all just live in, like the all other 365 days in the year. So if you are interested in spending your vacation or your holidays differently, just write me an email or check out my website. You will find all the information there. And yeah, maybe see you in June or in August this year. So yeah. The second project or offer of mine, you might heard about it beforehand, is the ComMOVEity. It's an online teaching and education platform. So we use Patreon as a platform for providing you content about movement, training, handstands, acrobatics, dance, all sorts of things, but also meditation and some stillness practices. In January we had Will Brown and Jonathan Schmid on the platform, and they're also going to stay for February this year. And we already spoke about programming your training. So if you're interested in strength training, this might be something for you. About different principles, the arm to torso connection and resist the force. These are important training principles when you are training strength, for example. And Jonathan introduced the ComMOVEity to some basic elements in the movement practice, for example, the mapping practice or balancing. More is coming in the future. And in November and December we had Neil and Ludwig on the platform. They were talking about acrobatics, dance, parkour and handstands. And of course, for me, this is even more important. We have a Discord server, so you can join the Discord server, which is somehow a big, I don't know, WhatsApp group or something like that, but a bit more organized, I would say. And we have different people on there, like one guy from Spain, one girl from Poland, and a woman from Germany, and another girl from Spain, I guess. And yeah, so different kinds of people with different kinds of backgrounds, and you can exchange information or tips or book recommendations in there. If you have questions about your training or you need some help or you want to help somebody else, you can communicate with those guys on there, and I'm there of course as well. So yeah, we are in constant mutual exchange and contact, and yeah, this is just wonderful. The third one are workshops. So I'm offering handstand workshops, either 1 day or 2 days, depends on the whole event and location obviously, and what participants are joining the workshops. So most of the time it's for beginners and people who are already a bit familiar with handstands. So we're gonna talk about some really important theory. You can watch my handstand series here on YouTube if you're interested in learning a handstand. We're gonna talk about theory and principles, building the necessary strength and mobility of course, and overcoming the fear of falling onto your face or falling overhead. And then of course we're gonna talk about balance and the kick up. And then we have a little individual session afterwards, so I can help each individual according to their own needs and wishes. The same goes for the basic strength workshops. So these are more like bodyweight strength training workshops. So if you're interested in learning a muscle up, a handstand push-up, a front lever, back lever, or just like some basics like chin-ups, pull-ups, push-ups, and you want to understand the important role of our scapula and our shoulder blades on the pushing and pulling elements, and the important role of our hips in the squatting elements, for example, the pistol squat, the shrimp squat, harrow curls. There are all sorts of different exercises you can learn, and I think it's really important to have a basic knowledge about what forces apply, how my my body actually works, some important theory and principles, and we're going to cover all of that in the basic strength workshops. So these are really good foundation for exploring or developing your own strength training practice. The third one is a movement principles workshop. I'm still researching and working on the whole concept, but this is going to be a big one, like a 2 days workshop with 5 to 6 to 7 hours of practice each day. And we're going to explore the whole world of the physical practice based on scientific principles. There are some general overarching principles and there are some specific principles, and how we can break down these principles into cues, into internal and external cues that help you with your practice, so you become autonomous and you gain ownership of your own physical practice. That's the goal of the whole workshop. And we're of course creating a nice learning environment and a milieu for neuroplasticity, so your brain can rewire and restructure itself. And we're gonna make use of our auditory and visual systems, and of course of our sensory motor and proprioceptive systems in our body, and we are going to bring all of these together. And I think that's such an amazing idea, and I'm really hyped, and I'm hoping that I can teach this workshop in 2022. So if you're interested in this, please send me a message or an email and I will get right back to you. I think the fourth one is my online store. So that's not really a service, but more like an offer. So if you want to, you can check out my online store. It's linked in the description, and all the other links are also in the description. Right now at this point I have a document about journaling, habit tracking and reflections. So if you're interested in setting an intention for your week, for your month or for your year, and you are interested in engaging in a reflective process with yourself, so in introspection it's called, I think it's around 20 or 25 euros. I put a lot of work into it, and I have a quite big experience with journaling, and this served me really well in my past. And I think it's a great way of building or creating a relationship with yourself. The second one is an online course. It's called Bewegung für alle. It's a German one, so it's movement for all. It sounds a bit, too broad, but it's more for like people who are like 30, 40, 50 or 60 years and who just want to move a bit more throughout the days. So this course is in German, so if you have parents or friends who understand German and who might be interested in just like getting a bit more movement done in their day, this course might be excellent for them. It's really easy and simple, and it's all self-explanatory, so you don't need a lot of knowledge regarding to training and blah blah blah, and you don't need a lot of equipment and stuff like that. There are some meditation blocks in there and a little structure and a lot of theory and an introduction video. So if you don't have a birthday present for your mom or your dad or your uncle or whatsoever, this might be the perfect one. The third one is a movement games framework. This is a big extensive document on how to research and develop movement games on your own. They're all mostly coordination based. I created this one together with Jonathan, who is also my teacher and one of my best friends. And I think this is a really valuable one. We use a top-down approach and not a bottom-up approach. It's really theoretical and a bit abstract, I would say. But if you understand the whole message, it's such a valuable tool that you can use for researching and finding out ways or creating games on your own, at least with your friends, with people from your practice group, or with someone else, or just with or by yourself. So the fifth offer right now for 2022 are corporate events. So I hosted a team building workshop for Airbus last year in October. This was really nice. And if you're working for a company or something else and you're interested in a team building workshop, we are going to explore the principles of team building and teams and trust and appreciation and stuff like that from a more explorative and movement or playful way. So this is kind of a different one. And I'm also offering summer camps or team building summer camps for companies. So if you want to join with your boss or with your team one of these, I'm going to create an individual offer for you guys if you're interested. And this might be a really, really special team building event for you guys, and I'm pretty sure it will be amazing and you will learn a lot, not just about team building but also about like communicating. How do I behave in a team environment? How do I get to know myself a lot better? and stuff like that. I think that's super important. Self-awareness is always the basis or the foundation for exploring from there. Yeah, that's already it for this video. I hope you got somehow an overview. If you're interested, just send me an email or a DM on Instagram. Nevertheless, I still have a lot of projects in my mind for 2022. There might be more to come. Maybe I'm creating some sort of mentorship program, and I want to create a philosophy online course. I'm not quite sure about this one, but if you're interested in something similar or something else, please send me a message, and I'm really looking forward to help you or to reach out, and maybe we can find a solution. So if you want to support me, click the subscribe button, hit the bell button as well, like the video, share it with others if you think this might be interesting or some of the offers and services might be interesting to you, and hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye.